Hello everyone, and welcome back to Wasteland 3, where last time we made it to the bazaar here, and where we couldn't get into the bazaar proper, because we need an entrance pass, which costs $500. But we did find the refugees there in this room over here. We killed these smugglers who were moving them, and now they are telling us that if we don't do anything to help them, they will starve, which... yes, that could happen, but the other option is that they do find another way into Colorado Springs, which causes trouble for our employer, which causes trouble for the patriarch, which causes trouble for us. So what we're going to do, in order to make sure that doesn't happen, we could just kill him, but we're not going to do that. We are going to go, before we kill him, before we get to that decision, we're going to see if there's anybody in the bazaar who wants to take them on and help them out. We did level up a lot, and Razor still has a point, but we're saving his perk point at the moment. And now, why can't I zoom out? What's going on? Oh, it might be my controller. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, I was using my controller earlier, and I had it lying on the ground, and the analog stick was stuck. So I just had to move that real quick. Alright, anyway. On we go. Alright, what do we have going on here? So we got... I guess we'll go talk to Anada. Was that his name? Anada? I think that was his name. See if he has any...
Heads up, pendejos. Just got word there's another caravan from Steel Town coming in next week.
That's the second one this month. You sure it's legit?
Pinche tarado. Our boy sees all and knows all. He says the caravan's coming, so be ready.
Steel Town, huh? Pittsburgh? It's kind of a long way to go, if it is Pittsburgh. Probably not Pittsburgh. Let's see. He's in here? Yeah, Ananda. That's his name.
Felicitations.
Felicitations. You're so polite. We are looking for a Caravan Master. Are there any here?
Outside the bazaar? No. They find the comfort and warmth of the interior more welcoming between trips. I'd try the fountain bar inside. I think Mr. Jones might be around.
The fountain bar? Alright, well, thank you very much. We'll be back later.
Have an exquisite day.
You too. Maybe the hunter needs some refugees? I don't know.
Howdy.
Howdy. No.
Be seeing you.
Okay, so our other lead in terms of getting a pass is through Paris Handler here.
You said you knew a guy who could get us in.
They'll come through, I promise. We just gotta be a little patient.
Patience is a virtue.
This is our first visit to the bazaar. We've been saving all year.
Alright, let's see if we can't make some blood red dye. Weird science, we do not have it. Start mixing chemicals for a new dye. What chemicals do you want to add first? Carbon C37, carbon C16, C20, C18. I have no idea. I don't think we're going to be able to do that. Now, in theory, we could just go buy a new ranger, right? Give him a bunch of points in weird science and bring him here. But... wonder how much that would cost. I think we're just going to bypass.
You again.
Me again. Alright, fine. We want an entrance pass. Take it.
Cool. Makes equals of monsters and lambs. You've bought yourself passage to the bazaar. We will send your prize up shortly.
Sure enough, a pass pops out of a pneumatic tube.
Right. Keep you calm. Behave yourselves, my little lambs.
Yes, sir. Travel to the bazaar interior? Yes. We made some money when we were killing those guys, so I'm not too worried about that. Oop.
The fuck? He's got a...
Holy shit.
What's going on? Are we under attack?
No, I'm sure we're not under attack.
Uh-huh.
Fuck. I swear, I only opened the Warren's gate for 1 second and that fucking pig bolted by me. Don't worry, folks. The bazaar is secure. Move along, everyone.
Okay, Simon.
Ah, new visitors. Don't fret. Come and hear about the marvels of the bazaar.
I can see the marvels. Okay, so yes, we still have plenty of money. Simon, the Squatch, was that your name? Squatch. This man is wearing the same outfit as the guards outside, a wolf mask and Letterman jacket. As you get closer, you notice the outfit looks old and worn, patched up many times through the years.
Fresh lambs, esteemed guests. The door guard informed me you were coming. You are most welcome to all the delicacies and pleasures the bazaar has on offer, provided you have the coin.
I've got the paper.
I hope you're not shaken by this disturbance. It is a minor matter, I assure you. Your shopping experience should be nothing short of completely safe.
What the hell was that explosion?
Please, lower your voice. I don't know, okay? Someone's been strapping explosives to real pigs. Real pigs, made up with real lipstick, real eyeshadow. I guess it's some asshole's idea of a prank.
Some prank.
To the upper level in the back. They will take you to our esteemed leader, Flab. Talk to him if you want to know more.
Are there any caravaneers here?
Ah, yes. Paradolia Jones would be the man you're looking for. He'll be hanging out at the Fountain Bar. Right there.
He gestures behind him. What kind of stores do you have here?
We have all kinds. All kinds indeed. Bishatelli sells weapons to any weary pilgrim. Gwyn Talbot is your woman if you need protective gear. Dr. Coldcuts can sell you medical supplies or see to your health needs. And in the central area, you'll find the Fountain Bar. A good place to kick back with a drink and some of Masato's delicious pork.
Where can we go for fun?
Depends on your definition of fun. I'd recommend talking to Eidolon. She and her pals really know how to party. But if you're a more cerebral type, check out Querex's museum in the back.
All right, looks like there's some things to do here. Oh, can you tell us about the facilities?
The bazaar's a bazaar unlike any other, piglets. You want it, we have it. No meat is too exotic, no luxury is too fantastic. If you can afford them, they're yours.
Showers?
Yes? Actually, no, sorry. They were buried in a recent snow tunnel collapse in the Warrens.
A place to sleep.
Oh, we're all full up.
Movie matinees? Movie matinees.
Sorry, our projector broke years ago.
Yeah, that's a word. Like I've movie matinees is not like a matinee in general. Isn't like a uncommon word. But I don't think I've ever seen it written out before. That's interesting. Gladiatorial death matches.
Perhaps in our older days, that chapter of the Monster Army book is closed. Sorry.
Let's talk about something else.
I mean, happy to.
I like this guy. Thanks. We'll look around.
Enjoy your visit.
We shall. All right, what do we have here? Monster Army Blaster. Sanctified
Guns
Piscatelli.
sanctified with blood, blood sanctified by guns.
A sanctified circle, if you will. The woman has scars all over her body, marks that speak of acid burns and shrapnel damage. Her eyes are scarred and blind, yet she turns to you as you approach.
Heartbeats that I don't recognize. Come closer, strangers. The sanctified Piscatelli crafts weapons of all sorts for those in need, and she can read that you are very much in need.
Interesting work you're doing here. Could we help you with any projects that you have you stumped?
Help? I suppose there is an order I need assistance with. Yeah, I can use your help. There is a weapon on the bench just waiting to provide its blessing to the needy.
Mm-hmm. Is it safe?
Safe. You will never feel the blessing of being truly one with your craft if you are concerned with such things. Safe. Ha!
I'm sorry, yeah, it was a joke. Yeah. We'll be happy to help. The Sanctified Piscatelli leads you to a workbench with an unusual looking pistol on it. You work on it for several hours. Piscatelli's tools are unusual, emanating a scorching heat that leaves your arms marked by burns. Piscatelli nods approvingly at this development.
The pain does not last. And the scars? Those are blessings. They are a record of your dedication, proof you are strong enough to rise above the fears of the flesh, a reward that fits your efforts. Keep the weapon, with my blessings.
Those scars, are they from your work with weapons?
Have you ever loved something so deeply that it gouges loose all the fears you might have possessed? If so, you would know what these scars are. Benediction. Sanctification.
Show us what you've got for sale.
Certainly.
She's a little intense, isn't she? Okay, so we got from that a nail box. It's a brawling weapon. Ability, heavy attack, throw your weight around. A powerful attack that has a 70% chance, a critical chance, but a minus 40% hit chance. Cool. And a weapon mod, heavy weights. Requires blunt weapons, adds plus 4 damage, or bladed weapons or brawling weapons. That could be pretty good for old Razor over there. Alright, anything cool in here? You got the Emancipator, an auto shotgun for $389. What is this? Saw Blades Crestus, level 13 brawling weapon. Actually got some pretty good stuff in here. Or armor. I guess you're a weapons person. You probably don't have a whole lot of armor. Bolts. Can you get a crossbow? I want a crossbow. That sounds like fun. You don't have one, do you? A crossbow? I'm imagining that's what the bolt's for. The Law, a level 10 rocket. $552. Photon churner. Really cool things in here. Red dragon. We need to make a sniper. I think next time we're at the base, we're probably going to make a couple more rangers. Just for fun. Well, not just for fun. We want them to be useful. We could buy a bunch of grenades. We haven't really used any deployables. Do we have deployables? Yeah, we actually have a couple of machine turrets that I assume we can plop down with Echo with her mechanic skill. I actually don't have anything. Let's sell my junk to you. And that'll be alright. We didn't actually have a whole lot of junk, I don't think. But we're going to hold on to everything we have, and I don't think we're going to buy anything at the moment. Just taking a look. See if they have anything super interesting.
Submachine gun or assault rifle? I can't decide.
It's a tough one.
Assault rifle, no question.
You hear the stories about the killer clown? They say he eats kids.
Oh,
Asshole.
God.
You know clowns give me the creeps.
Yeah, what are you doing, man?
I suggest
I
you
just
speak
had-
to Flab.
Yeah, I'll get to Flab in a moment.
Hot noodles.
Hot noodles. The man before you is moving so fast, he's nearly a blur, as he dashes from pot to pot on his stoves. Stirring one, tasting another, as you approach, he stops his cooking to turn his undivided attention to you.
My friends, you saw that explosion too? Horrible.
Horrible.
Such a waste of good pork. And human life, of course.
Human pork.
But don't worry. Masato is here to offer aid and succor. Have you seen anything this delicious?
He holds a steaming bowl, a steaming hot bowl in front of you, filled to the brim with some kind of noodles. That looks amazing. May we?
Yes, yes. Be my guest. After enjoying this bowl, know that my store is open to you. I have a variety of goods that you may find useful.
He hands you the bowl, which turns out to be a mix of noodles and pork, which is filling and quite delicious. He watches you eat it with a hopeful grin.
A man who never eats pork is never a whole man. But I have to tell you, my friends, these noodles are a pale imitation of the real thing. The great pre-war delicacy. The rarest of rare magics. Instant ramen noodles.
They are magical.
I hope one day I will perfect my recipe to recreate them. But enough about me. How can I be of service?
That oddly reminds me of I forget which one it is in, but there's a mission in one of the Yakuza games where you have a guy who's trying to create the best instant ramen, or an instant ramen that matches the non-instant version of the ramen. For some reason, that reminded me of that. How can I be of service? So you're looking for instant ramen noodles.
Ah, you picked up on my subtle hints. Years ago, a friend in Colorado Springs gave me a package of instant ramen noodles that he had found in the Warrens underneath the bazaar. The experience changed my life forever, and I moved here in hopes of finding more.
The cook starts to fidget, despair painting his face as he loses his usual buoyant composure.
The Warrens aren't safe. I can't venture down there. But you must understand, it is as if my body is made of ramen. If you go down in the Warrens, please keep your eyes open for this rare delicacy.
Sure thing, Masato. We're looking for a Caravan Master.
Paradolia Jones is the only Caravan Master here. But as luck would have it, he's also one of our best. He's right over there.
Masato indicates a man in a cowboy outfit, standing near the fountain edge. Him right there. Oh, this used to be like a fountain. Probably, like in the middle of the mall. I see now. Ranger HQ could use a chef. HQ could use a chef like you.
Oh, how interesting. You mean a permanent position? A full kitchen of my own?
Mm-hmm.
My friends, that is quite the offer you're making me. You have my interest for sure. But as I explained to you, I'm here for a reason. Bring me the ramen noodles and I'll gladly join you at your HQ.
We could have our very own ramen chef? That'd be great. Anything you can tell us about the bazaar's residents?
There've been a lot of troubles of late. People disappearing, showing up dead. And now this exploding pig. Can you believe that?
I can't. It's horrible.
I've heard of you guys. I know you can help. May I suggest you talk to the guy in charge, Flab? You can find him upstairs.
Could our fame have been higher at this point? I feel like we've done a lot of things. Have I missed a lot of things? Could I have gone somewhere else first? I guess I could have gone maybe to the first Patriarch quest before coming here. Potentially. I forget what level it is. But yeah, we're getting a lot of like fame checks to see how famous we are. Can you tell us any more about the residents?
Eidolon is relatively new to this place. She showed up not long after I did. Her business model is interesting. Not sure how she actually makes money, though.
Can we see your wares?
Naturally. My store is always open to you, my friends.
Alright, we've got some syringes here, some drugs. Bison steak, stir-fried pork, Snickers, pork bun, Stouffer's Select, beet loaf, and goat horn stew. That's crazy they have Snickers. I wonder if, do they have to get like a license for that? Can you just use Snickers like that? Is that legal? Probably, I'm sure. Anyway, I don't want to buy any food right now, or drugs. Let's talk to Mr. Jones here. As you approach, this man's eyes flit over every member of your team, as if assessing whether or not you are a direct threat. He relaxes after a moment, and touches the brim of his hat with a slight nod.
Howdy, ma'am.
He nods at Lucia.
Howdy.
Howdy.
Always good to see you, Wesson.
He turns to you, nodding again. We could use your help. There's a group of refugees topside who need transport to Colorado Springs. No, we don't want them in Colorado Springs. Anything you can tell us about Colorado?
Thanks to the Patriarch, this stretch of land from Denver in the north to Steeltown in the south is pretty safe to travel. You'll find richer opportunities the further you venture out, but it'll also come with more risks. I could tell you more, but truth be told, the only way to know the land is to travel it. You look well equipped and competent. Just head out, see what you can learn.
I am well equipped and competent, thank you. Do you have anything for sale? Okay.
Just my services as a Caravan Master. I organize caravans to get people, goods, and livestock from one place to another. But I don't sell goods myself. These lands near Colorado Springs are pretty safe, but still lots of people need help getting around, especially if you want to range further than that.
Goodbye.
So long.
Let me take a look at this real quick. Find someone in the bazaar who can help the refugees reach Colorado Springs. No, I don't want to do that. I thought doesn't Reyes want us not to? Gideon Reyes, the head of one of the 100 families, has offered his services as an advisor if we help him with a problem that he says affects the future of Colorado Springs. The smugglers didn't tell us anything about their operation or possible accomplices. We should search their camp to see if we can discover anything more. Gideon is afraid the Colorado Springs can't support any more refugees. He's asked us to travel to the bazaar, a traders market to the east, and find a way to stop the human traffickers there who are smuggling the refugees into the city. We found the smugglers, but they refused to halt their activities or even to talk with us. Looks like we'll have to fight them. Okay. Carmen and the other refugees are in danger of freezing or starving to death. We promised to check inside the bazaar to see if any caravans will carry them to Colorado Springs. Time is of the essence. If we leave the bazaar area, the refugees may not be alive when we return. I must have misread or misheard. I didn't know our only option was to either leave them or find somebody to take them to Colorado Springs. We don't want them in Colorado Springs. I was hoping we'd find maybe another solution, but doesn't seem like that's going to be the case. Hello, Long John. For all that it might be swaddled in dirty, mismatched fabric, this figure is clearly anything but human. At your approach, it straightens with a creak of rusted gears and presses a palm to the Nixon mask over its face.
As I live and eat cherry pie, more of my fellow humans in the bazaar. You make yourself welcome now, you hear?
He scratches behind his mask's plastic ear. His shirt shifts to reveal a coiled device on his chest, an impressive-looking piece of tech.
Fellow humans?
Tell us about yourself.
Well, gosh and apple pies. You put me in a spot.
Gosh and apple
Let's
pies.
see. My name is Long John, and I'm old as dirt. I've traveled a little, but nowhere interesting. Now I'm here in the bazaar, just to see what life has to offer. Make friends.
This guy isn't one of the synths we were supposed to kill, is he?
Wasn't something that I got to do when I was younger, what with my job and all. There was no time to make friends, none at all. But I'm making up for it. I know everyone in the bazaar, and they know me.
Tell us about your travels.
I'll tell you youngins what I can. Despite the fact I'm old as the mountains, figuratively speaking, that is. Humans rarely live past 70, and I'm just about ready to expire. I don't know everything, you hear? Even though I've walked all the way from Denver to Steeltown and back again.
Do you have any stories about Colorado Springs?
Colorado Springs. It's an alright place. A little uptight, but that's what you get from having all of the 100 families there. I like the scientists and engineers, though. Real clever kids.
Have you been to the plains?
Nuh-uh. Place like that ain't fit for the lonely traveler. Well, you might be alright. If you do decide to go in that direction, I've heard that it's gotten real dangerous.
What can you tell us about Steeltown?
Steeltown? That place is an industrial nightmare. Raging fires all around. Melts right through the skin. Gives me the shivers, you hear?
An industrial nightmare. Sounds interesting. Tell us about Denver.
Stay away from the city. It's nothing but a corpse these days, and the Gippers, well, they're not a bad lot per se, but I'd be careful around them. If you have to spend some time, I'd personally visit the airport instead. The young'uns there are wonderful.
Okay, so the airport is a friendly place to robots. Let's talk about something else.
You kids these days and your limited attention spans.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that? I lost focus. So why are you trying to pretend you're not a synth? What can you tell us about the people in the bazaar?
Some of it is real private, and some of it probably should be. But you young whippersnappers tell everyone everything.
He taps the side of his bulbous plastic nose.
Like Paradolia Jones? He's probably the best damn Caravan Master in the bazaar. But his business would be better if he knew how to keep his mouth shut. Between you and me, if I was afraid of ducks, I wouldn't tell a soul.
Afraid of ducks. Why are you pretending to be not a synth?
Me? A synth? Aren't you adorable? I'm meat and muscle, just like you, Rangers. Shucks, I even have dreams all the time. Technicolor dreams about flying and standing naked in front of people I don't quite know. Synths don't do that.
Can you prove that? Well, we still think you're a synth.
I'm not a synth. Why, just last night I had the most human dream. I was back in high school. There was a trigonometry test. I sat down confident and brash, only to realize I completely forgot to study. I also enjoy toasted eggs in the morning. A very human thing.
You know everyone can tell that's a mask, right? Look. We can see the strings.
Oh, you kids and your humor. If the folk in the bazaar really thought I was a synth, wouldn't they have tried to decommission me? Not that I'm afraid of such things, being the perfectly ordinary human male that I am.
He hesitates.
All right, fine. I am a synth.
Oh.
But you can't tell anyone.
Jesus. Decommissioning you sounds like a good idea. We fucking hate synths. But everyone in the bazaar already knows.
Do they? I'm not sure I believe that. If they knew, wouldn't they have melted me down to scrap by now? People don't like synths, far as I've seen. You're clever ones, and bully to you for figuring out who I am. But let's not talk about it again, okay? The topic puts me on edge.
So is he not one of the guys we have to kill?
So soon? I suppose even good things gotta end sometime. You be safe now, you hear? And come back to see old Long John when you can. Best of luck to you.
Who do we need to kill? Hunt down. Nope. Zealot? No. Maybe we didn't get a mission for that? Really need to work on my memory, apparently. Oh well, I guess you're safe for now, buddy. Bartender Finn.
Hey, pals. Finn is the name. If you need a drink, you've come to the right place. If you got questions, well, I suppose that's okay too.
Did you see that pig explode?
Between you and me, I've been partaking in some taste tests during my shift, so everything is a little blurry at the moment. I did hear a loud boom, but I figured it was just a thunderstorm.
What can you tell us about this place?
Not much. I'm pretty new. Just started a week ago. Rumor has it the old bartender mysteriously vanished into thin air. Anyway, this place is something for everyone. Guns, armor, food, meds, entertainment, and most importantly, booze.
Booze.
If you're here to work for Flab, then he might be able to tell you more. One thing's for sure. There's something weird going on here.
No kidding. Can you tell us about Flab?
Flab the Inhaler is the man who is large and in charge of the bazaar. And I ain't kidding you when I say large. From what I've seen, he's always in his office, just up the stairs.
What did you mean by something weird?
I don't know. I suppose everyone's on edge, you know?
I don't know.
They're all putting on brave faces like things are normal, but I can tell something is wrong. Just don't know quite what.
Mm-hmm. I'll have a drink.
Only the finest drinks on Earth.
Never mind. I don't actually want to drink. Change my mind. We're on the clock here. Alfredo Garcia.
Hola, amigos. ¿Cómo estás?
Alright,
Oh, I wish they served chicory here. Ugh, why?
Chicory.
Tastes like boiled tree bark.
The soulful rash. Wanna see?
I'm guessing Flab's up there. Got some bopping music up there.
Get your protective gear here. Toes.
That's the kind of flu, right?
Who's talking? Okay, I don't know. Gwyn. A reek of tobacco and tannin surrounds this wizened, dark-skinned woman. Without breaking eye contact, she swaps her chewed down cigarette stub for a fresh one and lights it before she speaks.
Huh, you look like tough sorts. Patriarch sent you. Whoever you are, we can certainly use your help. Some kind of beastie down in the Warrens or something. Talk to Flab up the stairs.
You're Talbot? Rather than answer, she takes a long drag of her cigarette. Your question does not seem to have impressed her. What do you sell?
Kinda depends on who's buying. For you, leather goods, protective gear, armor. Up to you if you want to deflect stabbings or look like a badass. Either way, I have you covered.
You don't have something that does both? Can we see your wares?
That's why I'm here.
Alright, we've got some armor. Savage armor. We get a full set of savage armor, it looks like. Yeah, or tactical armor. What is this? Tank legs. This is what we have for Razor right now. You want to buy these up? Get him the full set? There aren't any set bonuses, right? I don't think so. Then we have Trooper Armor. Level 15. Oh, man. Kind of want those, too. We're probably going to find these, right? Let's see. $300, and so we'll need more money. Could sell this. Actually, these don't actually sell for a whole lot, do they? We'll hold off on buying anything, but keep in mind, these are some good sets of armor right here. We need more money, though. We need to do some work. Alright, we got the museum over there. I think I want to go talk to Flab, though. But before we do that, one more person. Let's talk to Dr. Coldcuts.
Dr. Cold? Why, hello. Name's Hirsch. Lev Hirsch. But you can just call me Dr. Coldcuts. What do you need?
Hey, Doctor. Could you patch us up?
Pig, human, ain't so different. Cash first and I'll fix you right up.
Alright, here's the money.
Aces. This won't hurt a bit. Promise.
Ow! Good. Why is your name Coldcuts?
Oh, used to be the veterinarian / butcher here back in the day. Learned all about how the body works by carving up meat. Animal meat, of course.
Of course.
When Doc Kessler passed, well, I inherited the position.
Can you tell us a bit about the bazaar?
Not much. Got all kinds of traders here, selling all sorts of junk. The heart of this place is meat, though. Pig meat is a luxury not everyone can afford. Anyway, got a bit of a pickle of late. Something murderous roaming the Warrens. Some say it's the old monster army leader, the Cyclops come back from the dead and hunting us. Bunch of BS if you ask me, but something's down there. Talk to Flab if you haven't already.
I'm on my way to talk to him. Do you sell any medical supplies?
Ah, the self-medicating sort. Sure, take a look.
Okay. What's this? First aid station? This device contains enough healing gas for several pulses. The bioaccelerant will quickly get any nearby allies back on their feet. That's really cool. Deploys a portable first aid station. Restores 25% con per turn to anyone standing around it. Lasts 3 turns. That's neat. We might buy one of those. Alright, Flab. Man. What an interesting room this is.
I suggest you speak to Flab.
Wow.
Children of the desert. What wonderful music they make. What do you want of Jacob the Magnificent? This wonderful, wonderful...
Oh, jeez. The corpulent man standing before you spits out a set of fake Dracula teeth and wipes his mouth.
Let's never mind with the acts, shall we? Rangers, I am so sorry you had to witness that horrible exploding pig. Truth is, you do not find us at the best of times.
I can tell. What's with the Dracula act?
Do not judge harshly, my friends. We hold on to our rituals of the past to try to remember our long-lost strength. It may strike you as pathetic, but it gives us much-needed comfort.
I like your throne. How can you be so calm about exploding pigs?
I am calm because I must be, friend. So is the burden of leadership. But you are right. This place is under assault. Something, someone, some horrible unknown thing is roaming the warrens below us. People have been disappearing. Not to mention the pigs loaded with explosives running amok. You are the Patriarch's Rangers, yes? If he trusts you, so can I. Nothing we've done has helped, so your arrival could not be more fortuitous. We need your help to combat this threat.
So they are allies with the Patriarch, so we are all for helping them out. How long has this been going on?
It's been 2 weeks, maybe 3. Not long at all. At first, we thought it might have been the fanciful imaginings of the chemically influenced. But then a pig appeared out of nowhere, outside the BAZAAR, ran into a party of mashers and exploded. Quite distressing.
Sounds like it.
People have been disappearing ever since, and more pigs keep appearing. I need my mashers to keep the place safe. We need outside help. Your help.
Okay, so people are disappearing, and then pigs show up and explode. How are those connected? That's what we gotta find out. Can't barter. We'll go down and find out who's behind this. We can check it out, assuming we're paid when we're done. Yeah, we can check it out, assuming we're paid for it when we're done.
Spoken like a true citizen of the world. I suspect we shall be good friends, Rangers. Now, bring me news of what has been happening in the dark. If you come back, you shall be rewarded handsomely.
We'd like to know more about you.
You ask too much of me, my friends. What is a leader but a servant of the community? My story is the BAZAAR story. I am nothing but a receptacle of its wishes.
This probably isn't very sensitive to ask, but have you any thoughts on that nickname of yours? We don't have any. We have other questions. Oh, we'd like to know how you ended up in charge of the BAZAAR.
Where do I start. Once, I was a humble lieutenant in the monster army. Then, the Patriarch came to the Bazaar. He executed my predecessor, and everyone else was too stupid to understand that this is the new world order. When he came to me, I did not hesitate. I swore myself to his service, marrow and muscle, and the Patriarch, in his infinite grace, gave me command of the Bazaar and all of its lives.
What other questions?
And I would be a bad host if I did not provide you with answers.
Can you tell us anything about? Can you tell us about the Bazaar?
A decadent oasis steeped in culinary wonders. The Bazaar is Colorado's gastronomic holy land. It is a carnival of wonders. It is paradise. But it was even more splendid once, a long time ago.
What was it like a long time ago?
Primal, a wild place. I was there when the monster army first arrived in the Bazaar. We tore the farmers limb from limb, fed them to their pigs. A graceless epoch, but so visceral, so alive.
And now people are disappearing and pigs are showing up.
But its savagery had no place under the Patriarch's rule. He is a harsh man, but his edge is directed, guided, not like the chaos of old.
Ah, the Patriarch is lawful neutral. I see. Any recommendations for things to do here in the Bazaar?
Be sure to visit Quarex's museum. It is fascinating to see all these relics from the before times, to imagine the riches the ancient Americans enjoyed, beyond even the means of the Bazaar.
Tell us a story from the good old days.
They weren't the good old days. My family still tells stories about the monster army and the horrible things they did.
Your young friend is right, of course. Those times were most regrettable, and yet also the most delicious.
Oh, God.
So, story?
Tell us your favorite one.
My favorite story? Oh, I suppose I cannot blame you for being curious. Let's see. Yes, I suppose I know the one. A wolf man once challenged me for the rule of the Bazaar. He decided that I was weak, too soft for the role. So he challenged me to a duel, and I agreed. But that night he died, shitting blood in his bed. They told me he screamed himself wrong. Poor little puppy. He should have been more careful with his food.
Okay, let's not eat anything here. Tell us the most bloody story you know.
Oh, that one is easy. It was late and so cold that the air cut our lungs to ribbons. We'd heard rumors of a sanctuary, an unguarded place fat with meat and helpless farmers, no military force to speak of. So, we came in the night, an army of monsters.
And you did what?
We cut their throats in their sleep. 1 hour, 100 dead. You should have seen the blood. The night ran red. There was enough to fill a lake. It was beautiful. Savagery refined to an unctuous art.
My God. Never mind. Maybe the Patriarch isn't Barrett. I don't think Barrett would let any of these... Or not Barrett. Lawful neutral. Well, I was making the comparison to Barrett. But I don't think he would have let any of these guys survive. Tell us the most audacious story.
You'll have to forgive me. This story is not mine, but Adalon's, the beautiful madam of chicks flicks. She just arrived in the bazaar, hungry for a place in our kingdom. The space where her theater stands, it belonged to someone else. Adalon, wise in the nature of the world, offered the owner something he could not refuse. The orgy lasted for days. Men, women, animals, anything with a hole or an appendage that could either be sucked or slotted into a dripping orifice.
Wow. Can you be a little more descriptive?
The stains took weeks to clean, but Eidolon fucked her way to her heart's desire. Ah, a legend, that woman.
She sounds like one. All right. We have more questions about the bazaar.
It'll be my delight to answer.
Let's discuss something else.
With pleasure.
We'll be back.
The bazaar will be waiting.
A plane. Oh, okay. Got a safe over there.
Heading down below. It's safe here, Lambs.
All right. Well, these guys are allies of the patriarch, so we're not going to kill them unless they give us reason to.
Get your protective gear here.
These are
Can't
perfect.
believe we missed the sale at
They're too
Piscatelli.
small.
Let's go check out the museum. Hello?
Oh, wow. Are you Rangers?
Sure are.
I haven't seen any of you guys since I left. I mean, in a while. Yeah, I haven't seen any Rangers in a while.
Well, that's suspicious right off the bat.
Are you here to fight the monsters under the bazaar? That would be awesome.
Would be awesome.
I'm Quarex, by the way. This is my cool museum of, coolness. Would you like a tour?
Sure.
Really? Okay. This way. Okay, I'll start. Welcome to Quarex's Quabinet of Curiosities, a collection of the rarest of the... Well, it's toys and games mostly, and some mementos, but they're all really cool, I promise.
I believe you.
That top hat belonged to Mr. Cynical from Angel Oracle out in L.A., a fellow game aficionado. He lived his life trying to help the little guy, defending them against bullies and end-level bosses. In the end, though, a boss got him, and well, he didn't make it. I keep his hat around to remind me to be honest and decent like he was.
Good.
This was the best video game ever! Wasteland 4! You can choose what color you want the screen to be, red or green.
What a great game.
This is the most sought-after gaming accessory ever made! The legendary Mighty Mitt. I love the Mighty Mitt. It's so bad. This is a genuine megascope. The most advanced optical aiming device of its day. A priceless artifact.
Ooh.
Shame somebody stuck it on that silly old ray gun, but I'm not gonna try to take it off. I might break it. This is a Tarjan the Tenebrous machine. It can tell your fortune, but you get a premium fortune if you have some special tokens. Wish I had some. This throne was once the most coveted object in the Wasteland. The rule was whoever sat on it was the king. King of what exactly, I don't know. I also don't know who made that rule.
Okay. So it could be a complete lie.
This is a Slicer Dicer, the scariest robot ever. It slices, it dices, it even makes julienne fries.
Ooh.
Whatever those are. If this thing was working, we'd all be dead by now.
It's a good thing it's not. All right, last thing. A surfboard.
These are the most classic of classic arcade games. Avenue Brawlers, Catboy, and Star Intruder. This is a surfboard. I don't know what surf is, and what boards have to do with it, but this looks well loved. It has property of MF on it, I hope that doesn't mean what I think it does.
So
And that's it. Let me know if you have any questions.
I guess surfing isn't a thing anymore. I got an achievement. The container over there. I probably shouldn't steal things, though.
Hi, Rangers. Good to see you again.
Let's talk.
Sure.
Your name is Corix? Didn't you live with the, Topacans in Arizona?
You must be thinking about someone else. Quarex is a more common name than you might think, you know. Anyway, not me. Nope.
Okay, so it was him. You're sweating a lot, Corix.
Oh, well, haven't you heard? Scientists say sweating is a sign of truthfulness. Okay, fine. I'm Quarex from Rail Nomads. Happy now? Kinda cool you guys have heard of me. Nobody knows about me.
Why did you come to Colorado?
Well, basically, everything went downhill after Ranger Team Echo found that 3DO for me. Some shady guys started coming around asking me to sell it to them, and when I said no, well, they didn't like that at all. I was going to call the Rangers since you'd all been so nice to me, but then Ranger Citadel blew up, so I left.
Probably a good thing.
Had to leave all my cool stuff behind, even the 3DO. But there's lots of cool stuff around here, too, and I've been finding it. And that's how I started my museum.
If you were on the run from shady characters, why didn't you change your name?
Oh, I did. I just always forgot to say it. I'm supposed to say my name's Dave, but yeah.
Dave's a hard name to remember. What can you tell us about the bazaar?
It's great! There's so much cool stuff at all the merchant stalls. I add to my collection all the time. Some spooky stuff has been happening lately, though. Monsters are coming up from the tunnels at night to snatch people. It's like Chud in real life.
Alright, talk to you later.
Bye, Rangers. Thanks for visiting me.
It does seem like there is a lot of callbacks to previous games.
I hear the Patriarch himself shops here sometimes.
Not the Patriarch. He's got people to do that for him.
Sure.
We've been here for hours. Oh, my feet are killing me.
Come on. I told you not to buy cheap boots at Talbot's, didn't I?
Grab some pork
Now,
buns.
who are these beauties in my theater? Come to Eidolon.
Oh man, I'm kind of scared. Hi. This woman's shocking purple hair and ridiculously voluptuous form makes her stand out from the average Wastelander. She looks like she dropped in from a different time and place.
Hey there, Eidolon. You look better every time I see you.
Quan, you
How's
player.
your business?
Ah, Marshal Quan. As charming as ever. And you brought your most beautiful friends to Eidolon's Chick Flicks Theater, I see. Aren't you all a sight for sore eyes, honey lips?
Oh my. Wild shows, great stories, unbelievable endings. You show movies here?
Movies? Oh no, sweetheart. We deal in real
What is going on
flesh and
stage?
blood shows.
Oh my god. Okay, so it's like a theater.
Ah, sugar plums. Of all the gin joints in all the towns in all the world, I'm so happy you walked into mine. You look like strapping, helpful hunks. Wouldn't you love to help out our little Eidolon?
What can we do to help?
Oh, my heroes. So here's the rub. The Chicks Flicks theater shows only the finest, most exclusive performances. But we are running low on material.
Uh-huh.
I'd ask if you were volunteering to be my next star, but we all know I couldn't afford your gorgeous asses.
Thanks for noticing.
I suppose the next best thing would be getting me some fresh material.
Would you like some refugees? There's pay involved, right? Where would we get fresh material? Where would we get fresh material?
I know where to find some old movie reels. We've got good tech in here. So between some creative editing and a little bit of improvisation, I can produce our next masterpiece.
Where do we find these movie reels?
So, It's easy as a slice of apple pie. The Monster Army used to live in a pre-war luxury bunker. Apparently, their monster outfits were inspired by the movies they watched in there.
A guitar ornament.
The bunker has been abandoned for years and years, so it should be simple. And hey, I know any resistance you meet won't be a problem for such beautiful and powerful people. Good luck out there, sweeties.
Thank you. Can we ask you some questions?
Anytime, gorgeous.
What can you tell us about the bazaar?
The bazaar? Well, you can get some good eats here, if you like pork. Flap's a bit of a softie, but he knows the value of money. That'll keep the gears greased, not to mention my performers.
Can we talk about your performers?
They're fantastic, gorgeous people. Talented, double-jointed, incredibly flexible. Incredibly. Trust me, I sampled each of them myself.
Good to know. It does seem like they only have one trick up their sleeve, though. What's this operation you run?
This is Chicks Flicks, where nothing is sacred and everything's for adaptation. We take the fantasies of pre-war films by adding some missing venereal elements. The little extra sexy sauce leaves our customers extra satisfied.
A little sexy sauce, huh? Let's talk about something else.
Yes, please. Let's keep talking, gorgeous.
Goodbye.
Come back again
All right,
soon.
so which one of you lovely
Those
chickies
asses
would love to go a few
are
rounds
too
with this stud
beautiful
muffin?
to stay gone.
Okay, we got Sarah Guns, Officer 6, Paul Ruby, Gilded Burt, and Ella Ripples. Okay.
I got friends in Broadmoor. We should visit sometime.
We'd have to sign on with the caravan.
Go ahead,
You
take
think
a
it's
picture.
safe?
It'll last longer.
Noodles, can we be honest here?
Alright, let's keep moving. I think we are going to go over here. Was there anything else? That was the cold cuts. That leaves. This goes into the Warrens.
I hear there's some kind of giant three-headed dog down there.
Oh, really?
Be very careful if you're heading down below.
Well, let's head down there. We ain't scared. Travel to the Warrens? Yes. Walk without the rhythm and you won't attract the ice worms. Walk without rhythm. Ice worms. Alright. So these are the Warrens, huh? We're actually going to end the episode here. And we'll pick up next time with exploring the Warrens. And we gotta find instant ramen and deal with whatever is down here that's upsetting the pigs, or taking people and exploding the pigs. But that'll be in the next episode. Until then, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will catch you later.